So this is a story of how I met my wife. Um, this has had been back like in 1990. I was in seventh grade at Martin Murphy in San Jose, California. Just a little tiny guy, and I had my last period in my class, and it sucked, man, because I wanted to cut school. A lot of people were cutting school, and I wanted to cut school. But then I seen that there was this girl in my last period, and that was Jessica. And it's crazy, man, because, and everyone knows this, how my memory is. I still remember the first thing that I ever saw what she was wearing. That's crazy. And she just had a regular gray t shirt on, dark gray t shirt, and it was Maui. That was like the brand back then. And it was like a little shark here on the chest or whatever. My man, I seen all these other girls dressed different, and then she was just wearing like a regular shirt, like. I was like, dang, I'm like, who is this chick? And anyways, but she sat behind me in my seventh period class and Miss Garrity's class at Martin Murphy. And I was a bit of a class clown and, like making her laugh and whatnot. But yeah, that was kind of my thing. And, she had a lot of people that liked her and stuff. And I was too, I guess, at that point. I don't know why, but yeah, I can remember, and she tell my kids this stuff too. In school, she said, "Well, how come we never went out?" And we had like school dances and stuff, and I remember one of them that we had, and she says that she tell my kids this, and all these girls there were crying, and because I didn't dance with them. I was trying to dance with all these girls at this dance, and that's how I was. It didn't matter if the girl was big or small, popular or not popular. I tried to be nice to everybody, and I was trying to dance with everyone I possibly could have, and I just didn't have enough time. So some were upset, but Jessica remembers that a lot, and she says, "Well, you never danced with me." I always regretted that. I wish, and I tell her too. I says, one day I'll go back and hopefully I can maybe rent out the whole gym and do that, recreate it. That'd be pretty cool. But anyways, she was just popular, and we never went out. Just the way things were, and so we just went our separate ways and stuff, and I was dating her friend, and other girls and whatnot, and she went on her way, and all that stuff. um and then I always thought about her, though. It's crazy because I remember even telling my brother, Joe, this is way before he passed away, of course, but I said, man, there's this girl Jessica, and I says, man, she's beautiful. And I says, it's crazy because I always had this feeling. I said, one day I'm gonna marry her, and he'd laugh. He'd make fun of me because I was just a little kid. But it's just crazy that for somehow I just knew. It was weird. But anyways, fast forward, I didn't see her until I was like 17. One of her friends came back from Texas to California, was at my place all the time, and I was just a young little street punk. I had girls moving to my place and whatnot, and Jessica come around, and she came around to my place in Morgan Hill, and I said, man, as soon as I seen her, she pulled up, and I said, oh man, there she is. Um, I couldn't let her go. I said that was it. I couldn't let her go. So I when I first started, being with her or hanging out with her, we're just friends, and we hang out every day, every single day, smoking together and stuff and drinking whatever, stupid teenage stuff. But I just couldn't be, you know, I couldn't be without her. I already knew this, and so I thought, how am I going to be able to win this girl over for sure? That was my thing. I said, man, this chick, I don't want her this time to get out of my fingers. You know what I'm saying? So I remember, man, I was always, every morning I wake up, doing push ups and stuff, boom, boom, boom. And she was on her way, to come over. And yeah, I was out. I was smoking a cigarette and stuff, and I used to smoke back in the day. And she come over with her little sister and her friend Samantha. These three girls hung out with each other all the time, always with each other back in the day. But anyways, they pull up, and right outside my door, I had these steps, and we're just all talking, just doing what we do, just hanging out, talking or whatever. And man, I thought to myself, I says, I used to have all these stray cats on the property, and cats. You ever seen a cat try to hunt? Sometimes they'll get their tail and they'll just sit there and they mesmerize and they get their tail, and then a bird or their whatever their victim just stare at it, and then boom, they pounce on it. And I said, man, that just gave me an idea. So I'm sitting here smoking, and I'm sitting on my steps, sitting down on my steps, and she's standing over me talking with her friends, and I'm casually just kind of wiggling, and I'm trying to get my boy down. What I'm saying, I'm trying to slip this my thing out straight up. I said, man, I'm gonna slip this because I was wearing these shorts, man. I was wearing these little small blue shorts, navy blue shorts, and I'm sitting there smoking, and she's watching me smoke my cigarette. I'm taking my drag, and she's watching me smoke. And man, it's out. It's slipped out already. And I'm flicking my ash, and then I go right between my legs, and I flick my ash like this. And then she looks down as I'm flicking my ash, and it made eye contact with her. She looked, man. I seen as soon as she looked, she went, oh, and her eyes just went, oh, And I said, and I went, gotcha. That's why I said I knew it. And I said, man, I had her after that. And it was true. It was true. She'll tell you a different side of this story. Her version is probably a little bit different, but that's how it went. As soon as I know she saw it, man, that was it. It was a done deal. It was a wrap. Um, but yeah, we still didn't do anything till a little bit later, and then I can remember even the first time when I kissed her, it was at her house in San Jose, and they had this couch in the backyard, and we were just sitting there smoking, and I was giving her like a power hit. You know how you put that in your hand, you're giving power hits or whatever, and then I just gave her a kiss, and that was the first time I kissed her, and yeah, that's how everything began, and yeah, we couldn't spend a second without each other after that, and it's crazy. That was crazy though. Is how long ago that was. But yeah, I first met her back when I was just in seventh grade, and I was just like 13 years old. But yeah, I thought that was just a little funny story, and like I said, she has a different version, I'm sure, but that's how it really went down. So just thought I'd share that. That's just how we met.